Sean, Kate, what happened in the last episode of Ahsoka?
They were in the new galaxy, weren't they, on the planet? We saw... What did we see? We saw, Thrawn.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just say we saw Thrawn, very menacing.
Mm-hmm.
He still has his own, like, trooper army.
Mm-hmm.
But they all look a bit battered and a bit, like, you know... So obviously the,
I've been there a while.
Yeah. He met Sabine,
Mm-hmm.
which was a little weird. He kind of just sent her off as the promise that was given to find Ezra.
Yeah.
Obviously, he sent what they called? I keep forgetting people's names. Baylon Skoll and Shin after her to basically stop, because he doesn't want Ezra coming back with them.
No.
What else? Sabine met these weird, like, rock turtle people that led her to Ezra.
Yeah.
He seemed happy to see her. He kind of hoped that someone would come for him, but it doesn't seem like he fully knows, or she hasn't explained how she got there or how they're planning on getting back. Kind of just seems like they're stuck there.
Yeah.
Was that it?
Pretty much.
Did we see Ahsoka?
No. Thrawn did say, though, what's her name, Morgan Elsbeth, was saying she was pretty sure that Ahsoka was dead. And Thrawn, in that sort of classic voice, was like, until we see our body, or we see our dead,
she isn't dead.
She isn't dead.
Yeah, which is cool.
Yeah.
Baylon Skoll
He also doesn't trust Baylon Skoll.
Because he knows he was a former Jedi.
General
in the
Jedi Army, yeah.
Good for him. But it's interesting because Baylon Skoll kind of went on a monologue, didn't he, about the Jedi Order and then the Empire and how it was like...
It's about the whale that he's talking about, wasn't it? How
the
one will rise.
Yeah, and then fall, and the other will rise and fall. And he kind of wants to stop that and kind of just have like an ultimate, like...
Yeah.
This power. He's kind of like an in-between, isn't he? Like...
He's not a Jedi and he's not a Sith.
No.
He just wants the galaxy to be stable.
It's interesting because he just have questionable methods, but also, like, yeah, from his point of view, you can understand why it would be.
From a certain point of view.
Yeah.
But this is episode 7, penultimate. Let's watch. Fools.
There's so many instances in this where I'm just like, ugh, do you know who you're talking to? Realise who this person is, don't you? While they were off hiding in their parts of the galaxy, she was fighting. Pfft, that's what I'd be saying. That's what she needs to say. Do you know who I am?
There was, what else happened? Something else happened. There's a few issues brought up as well. Lightsabers and Sabine.
We simply cannot allow a general of the New Republic security forces to go around acting like this is still a rebellion. This is a government.
I see. And you protected the New Republic by ignoring direct orders.
No, I protected the New Republic by ignoring you.
Oh.
Yes, but this report reads like a child's fairy tale. Jedi, false Jedi, star maps, star whales, distant galaxies. Honestly, are we to believe any of it?
Morgan Elsbeth was leading a coordinated effort by the Imperial Remnant.
Objection! Imperial Remnant. Such a sensational term.
Who are you?
There is no proof of any coordination between the scattered and dwindling number of Imperial forces. I motion that General Syndulla be court-martialed for disobeying a direct order.
Who is this man?
He's one of the ones you said just kind of hid and wait until the war was won.
Pardon me, intrusion, but identification. I do not need to show you identification. I am
C-3PO.
Hey!
Welcome. But
Has he got a red arm yet?
Honored Chancellor, with respect, I am here on behalf of Senator Leia Organa.
Whoop,
May
whoop.
I speak? The Honorable Senator Organa has become aware of an unfortunate situation and wishes to present this data transcript. which she hopes may resolve the matter.
I was there about kick some
I
backside.
object. In the strongest terms.
Thank you.
No, you're wrong. Shut your mouth.
As I was without her.
This is preposterous. The court cannot admit evidence of this kind from a mere droid.
Yes, well, Senator Organa is willing to overlook this misstep, but asks that you address any further concerns to her directly in her role as leader of the Defense Council.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that
Now
seems
you-
to settle the matter.
Now you're cacking
Unless
yourself.
you remain.
Yeah, take it
Yeah.
up with Leia.
Yeah. Exactly. I love how he was kind of saying about like fairy tales, like Jedi
Mere
and
droid.
fake Jedi. But it's like,
Thanks,
there's literally Luke
Well,
Skywalker
it
running
is
around.
my
What are you talking about, you fool?
prerogative and my pleasure to be of service.
And
General
Ahsoka.
Syndulla.
How real is the threat of Thrawn's return?
Bloody very.
It's
We have to
literally
prepare
upon
for
you.
the worst.
And idiots like that is what brings a downfall of the Republic again. I mean, you just want to like throttle them. Get a grip, you fool. How many wars do you have to fight before you realise?
Ah.
As your master, it's my responsibility to
fought more.
prepare you. So practice these forms often. Or at least more than I do.
She fought Grievous
Be
even,
there and look out for
even when
if we get
Anakin didn't.
separated or something
Anakin fought
happens,
Grievous.
you need to be able to make it on your own.
Oh, look at his hair.
I like that she still has so much respect for him,
We
even
need
though
20
she knew
more
what
of these recordings.
he became.
He was a good master.
That's the thing. The majority of the galaxy looks at them as two different people. Anakin Skywalker and
Did you
Darth
need
Vader.
something?
I think the whales may be reaching the end of their journey.
There's not many people in the galaxy that know that Anakin was Darth Vader.
Once we drop out of hyperspace, we find Sabine.
Apparently,
How do
Baylon
you
Skoll
propose we
does
do
up.
that? If we have indeed traveled to another galaxy, our star charts will be useless.
I hope me and David Tennant are friends one day,
No.
because he's the best thing about this.
This is it.
And this
We are exiting hyperspace now.
and this show's had Anakin, live action Clone Wars, live action Mandalore. David Tennant's the best bit. It won't be that hard to find. It's just a big Star Destroyer at the top of a
I'm
spike.
picking up a lot of interference.
A big flying donut. Oh, they aren't hurting the whales, are they?
Oh, the other one, the
I am detecting multiple objects in our
Empire
path.
is, aren't there?
Let's get out there.
He did say it to Morgan Osler, didn't he, for saying he's Star Wars.
I mean, they're pretty ugly, but hey. Did they ever do? Oh.
Oh, they're not even shooting them, it's a minefield. So how did they get back?
I have to go with
Thrawn.
Thrawn, yeah. Big space donut.
We are almost through.
Never tell me the odds.
And we are clear.
Oh dear. Mr. Brayfield is the carcass of Star Wars, isn't it?
Yes.
What she needs here is some seismic charges. Yeah, that's not hard to miss.
No. I mean, from space it is. Once they get in, it'll be easy enough.
It would seem Ahsoka Tano is alive and well after all.
Here is everything the Inquisitorial database had on her.
The master was General Anakin Skywalker.
Yes.
How does he know?
You're certain there's only the one starship?
Correct, Grand Admiral. Our fighters have already engaged the target and pursued them into the debris field.
We'll always be one step ahead of her.
Does he know that Anakin was Darth Vader, do you think?
We're going to get pulverized if we stay out here much longer.
Not sure if it ever... I think that thing, the reason he asked if there was a second ship was because he was worried that Luke Skywalker would be coming with her.
I know, but I just was wondering if he was one of the ones that knew. But he is smart, he's meant to...
He might have done, he might have figured it out. Oh, they're in a...
Are they the houses?
Oh, yeah.
A little. Thanks.
They're like caravans, aren't they?
The Empire was defeated.
Battle of Endor.
Yeah, they were.
Die.
That's what people say.
Yeah, he was.
There's a new republic. Zeb's training recruits, and Hera's commanding a fleet. Getting home is kind of important.
Oh, he's got a scar on his cheek.
I'm not sure about his
Ahsoka
eyes.
took me on as her apprentice.
She what? Why? I mean, congratulations. Yeah, so where is Ahsoka? She coming?
Yeah, she kind of betrayed her.
That's complicated.
Not sure about his eyes.
Why?
They just seem very bright. Ridiculously bright. They don't look real. I know this is... He's riding on a camel dog thing, but...
Yeah.
You know.
Find her?
Yes, Grand Admiral.
It's interesting that Sabine said, so they say, when Ezra said about the Emperor being dead. I suppose that means they are going down there. Sequel route. At some point I wonder if one of them's going to turn on and say, somehow he returned.
Hasn't been all bad.
Feel. Don't think.
The note has been great.
That's what I mean about his eyes. They just don't look real.
I think I'm not really bothered by them. I mean, I see what you mean, they're very prominent.
They found us!
Don't worry, I know where we're going.
Wonderful. On our way!
They found us! Oh, I love David Tennant. How crazy David Tennant's been in Doctor Who, Marvel and Star Wars. Oh, it's like a game of chess. I wonder if Ezra's going to get a lightsaber. Well, technically,
His lightsaber.
Sabine is using his lightsaber, isn't she? We can't outrun them on these tractor things.
Contact Thrawn. Kill Sabine Wren and Ezra Bridger. Then take your place in the coming Empire. My path lies in another.
Oh, interesting.
He said he could feel something on that planet, couldn't he?
What is it?
Is it a thing? Is it a place or a person? Like what?
Let's see if all that gold and sellotape helps them hit the targets.
Definitely got something to prove, haven't they?
Ezra really needs a weapon.
got rocks.
God, the bloody rocks again, aren't they? She has got to work on her shooting. Uh-oh. Oh my god, would you hit something? Either hit something or give Ezra his lightsaber back. Oh great, now that turtle thing's stranded.
Oh, bless them, they've circled.
I would literally, if I was Ezra, I'd be like, give him my lightsaber because you can't hit anything. Come in Mandalorian and she only killed one person. And these are all the people that she was fighting in the last episode.
Go on, Ezra.
I think it's achievement disgusting. Can they not just jump off the side?
Lock the door.
Oh, little doggy. To the side. Yeah, you stay inside. Give him his
lightsaber.
I have to get down there.
Cannot land while under attack. Standard Jedi mission protocol states.
Won't need to land.
Oh, not this again.
Oh man, I love David Tennant.
On my mark.
Copy.
Oh my. Yeah, look, she's in a poncho. That means all hell's about to break loose.
Well now, this is a surprise.
I don't have time for this.
That I know.
He won last time. Oh. Ah! It cuts away.
What's the plan?
God, she is a rubbish Mandalorian. Oh, come on.
Oh, he did the thing. I don't know what it is about Ahsoka, but she's very like, you know what I mean?
I didn't enjoy that fight at all.
Whereas like in the animation, she was very like smooth, and she was using both of them. And
I also, something that I've noticed quite a bit in this show, they tend to do bits where they're standing with their back to their opponent, and they're just going bzz, bzz, instead of they're just going, you know what, hold, stab, dead.
yeah,
Didn't really make any sense. They did it in Obi-Wan as well.
yeah. There's a bit where she like, he was just there, and she was just hitting his stationary lightsaber. So, yeah, come on.
I also don't like too much fights that, like Ezra's little thing.
Choppy. Yeah.
Fire!
Hey!
Come on, child.
Yeah, you're out.
It's what you'd be saying, like seriously.
You're out of your league, child.
Well, they're
I hope so too.
Yeah, you will.
See, I don't mind little things like that. But when it's just
using the Force.
Well, it's just constantly.
What a rare sight. Almost like the Jedi of old. In the grand scheme of things, one might even call this first match with Tano a success.
I see only our enemies reunited.
Let me show you what I see. With our enemy distracted, the cargo transfer is now almost complete, which means we shall soon leave this forsaken place. Time is very much on our side now, and I shall keep it that way.
Okay, that's ominous. Oh, she's been left. Oh dear. Not just by them, but by Baylon as
Surrender your
well.
weapon.
Hey, it's Ezra. Everyone remember Ezra?
Ahsoka.
Didn't
Thought you were dead.
wasn't the last time Ahsoka and Ezra saw each other? Didn't Ezra think Ahsoka was dying? Because when she came out of the world between worlds with Darth Vader in Rebels, she came out to see Sabine. She was there with Sabine.
Yeah.
Or did Ezra take her out?
Dead.
Clearly I was wrong.
No, no. Oh, yeah. No, wait. Did Ezra take her out? Because Ahsoka and Vader were fighting. The sort of pyramid thing was closing. Ezra got dragged away by Kanan.
Guys,
Yeah.
I'm getting a feeling. I think I might be going home after all.
Yay!
But what was wrist?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to remember. Did who was it that took her out? It might have been Ezra, actually. It might have been Ezra that got her out.
I think it was, wasn't it? How would Sabine get her out?
Oh, no idea. Can't remember though. It's been a while since I've watched Rebels. So I have no idea. Yeah, it was a bit. That was a bit of a letdown of an episode.
Yeah.
The fighting was a bit.
It's just, I just don't like the stoppy startiness. When she was training, she was doing like, because that's fair enough because she's like practicing the holds. It's not about how she's moving, it's more about the right forms. But when she was fighting Baylon Skoll, it was very like, you know, one lightsaber and she's holding the other one, and then the other lightsaber. No, she's got two lightsabers for a reason. You know what I mean? She's like skilled enough to have two lightsabers. Why is she only using one at a time? And then using two when she's like holding his lightsaber? Like, no. Like, hold that lightsaber with one and then strike him with the other one. Like, what?
Yeah, that's the point. One's defensive and one's offensive because she's using Anakin's form and Obi-Wan's form at the same time.
It's just, I don't know, it just feels a bit. And people might argue, well, she's not trying to kill him, maybe she's just trying to maim him, or at most, you know, and that's fair enough, but it just doesn't make sense. And there was one point where he literally was holding his lightsaber like stationary like that, and she was just hitting his lightsaber. And I was like, come on.
Yeah, and there was also the bit where he was standing with his back to her and he was going like whipping it round and she was blocking. I mean, she's got two lightsabers. You'd think she'd just
block him with one and hit him
Yeah,
with the
just
other one.
prod him in the back with it, and it's over. Or chop his legs off. You know, it's there. You go. He's maimed.
It's annoying.
Yeah.
When you go from watching the animated shows and you're seeing how like she was, I know it's animated and so there's not a sense of realism with it, but that's how it should be. She's like constantly moving them. She's like,
yeah, but you could.
but
you
even in Revenge of the Sith, and Anakin, and Obi-Wan, they were always very fluid.
Yeah. That's what I was going to say. I was going to say it's all well and good people saying, you know, it's easy to create fluid lightsaber fighting in an animated show, but it's like, watch every single prequel film. Every lightsaber fight's brilliant.
And they trained and trained and trained so that they could be fluid. You know what I mean? Like that's how it should be. It shouldn't be, oh, I'm just going to hold this here and my enemy is going to hit there. Obviously, no. It's like, no, you've got to counter them. You've got to like see where it's just.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. They might improve.
It seems like Ezra's stronger in the Force, which is good. He's obviously been training and keeping up.
I don't know how, if he hasn't had anyone there to train him.
I know, but he could have just been...
Not lifting a rock.
Yeah. You don't know, the place could... There's something calling out to Baylon Skoll that could have a deep connection with the Force, and maybe he's been continuing his training, but...
I suppose we'll see.
Yeah, it's just...
Yeah, they need to sort the fighting out ASAP, especially if they're going to take these characters into the big screen.
Yeah.
They need to get people back who know how to have convincing lightsaber fights. And it's not... I'm not sitting here saying Rosario Dawson doesn't know how to have a good lightsaber fight. I'm just saying I don't think the people training her have shown her how to have a really convincing lightsaber fight. Even the fights that she was having with Anakin weren't all that impressive.
Yeah.
You know, one of the main reasons people were excited to see Hayden Christensen again was because
he was actually trained how to...
He represented an era where lightsaber fighting was arguably at its best. For me, definitely at its best. Revenge of the Sith has the best lightsaber duels.
Because it had like the means of having good lightsaber duels and stuff,
Whereas, you know, the original lightsaber duels are they're all story points rather than actual duels. With the prequels, every lightsaber fight, although it is plot points in most of them, they're just
awesome.
They're just things to behold.
Yeah. I just... And even when you were saying, like, Sabine, like, just hit something, it's like, yeah, she's a Mandalorian. You know what I mean? Like...
And her aim's rubbish.
Why is she taking, like, 5 shots before she's hitting one person?
Not even that. She hit one, and then she kept on shooting and shooting and shooting, and she just kept on missing. The turtle with the frying pan hit before she did. And that thing's not a Mandalorian.
Yeah.
I'm starting to see why some people don't like Sabine. She seems very...
And that's not because of the actress, by the way.
Oh no, it's not because of the actress.
It's because of the writing and
I think she's quite good as...
Yeah.
Like, the characteristics of Sabine, but like... Both with the lightsaber and the Jedi stuff, and... She's just not convinced... At one point, wasn't she being hailed as the future ruler of Mandalore? Because she had the darksaber. And she can't even hit anything. And I mean, what? But the stormtroopers were coming anyway. Why not let her have a bit of a tear with her gun and show that she's still a good Mandalorian?
Yeah.
Because all those stormtroopers were coming, so who cares? And it's not. Let's put this out there. It's not like she was on, you know, the Coruscant speeders, you know, going 300 miles an hour. She was on some
getting battered about and
rock
stuff.
turtle caravans. It's like they were moving at 1 mile an hour. They could have walked quicker.
It feels like they were doing it for suspense, but that's not. Those people that were fighting were just cannon fodder.
Yeah.
Weren't they? They were just there as a tool. There was no reason for her to struggle that much.
Especially not if we were just going to give the victory to the turtle things. Just let Ezra and Sabine kill them.
Yeah. Have them, like, kill those ones on the wolf things. And then, like, oh, yay, victory, we did it, yay. And then the stormtroopers come and they're like, oh.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then it's...
It's getting painful. It's getting a bit painful now.
I like the Star Wars-y stuff.
Yeah, I'm trying
but
not...
it's hard with the...
Yeah, I'm trying not to see the Disney in this.
But it's hard.
It's really hard to avoid it.
I like when there's not really enough. I prefer the episodes where there's not fighting.
Yeah, I really like the beginning
and the discussion
bit. I really like the beginning bit with Hera and the council and C-3PO.
Yeah.
And the mention of Leia, obviously. I love that.
Yeah.
I also like the lore they're setting up about Anakin. I like how they sort of, Thrawn saying, well, if she's anything like a master, she'll be crazy and
unpredictable and yeah.
But I also want them to keep up the idea that not many people knew that Anakin was Darth Vader. Baylon knows.
I know. It seems like all the people that were Force sensitive somehow know that Anakin was.
Well, not even that. I wouldn't even say Ahsoka didn't know that Darth Vader was Anakin.
I know that was the good part. It was mainly that last in Kenobi that just knew.
Yeah.
I get the whole point was like, oh, but she like Anakin killed her, so feelings and stuff. But she was a youngling.
Yeah.
How would she have had any kind of grasp on the Force to be able to sense that this is the man that? You know what I mean? It's like, come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
And she survived. How many stabs to the belly did she survive?
2 or 3, wasn't it?
3, something like that.
I know, that's getting ridiculous as well. Just let people die when they get stabbed by lightsabers.
Yeah.
We ranted like this the last time, but it's true.
Liam Neeson deserves better.
Yeah. But stuff like that, though, that's what made it so impactful when Darth Maul survived, because you're like, how could he possibly have survived? And it's like, it's because it's pure hatred. It was his hatred that kept him alive, and it's like, that's just like, he's obviously really strong. And
you've done it now, I'm going to have to go back and watch season 4 of the Clone Wars.
Yeah. But you know what I mean, though, and it's just... It's like, I wouldn't be mad if Thrawn knows, because he's meant to be a really intelligent character. Like, it makes sense if he was to figure it out, and because he was higher ranking in the Empire. So I feel like it's more likely that he would know as opposed to some of the other characters. Baylon, I mean, has it given any indication of how Baylon would know Anakin was Darth Vader?
No, not if he spent all his time not in that galaxy.
Maybe if, I don't know, after Anakin or Darth Vader was defeated, they told people that it was...
No, they didn't do that. Because that's why, if you watch, was it The Mandalorian season 2, when Luke came to save Din and the rest of them, people always say that, when Moff Gideon sees the picture of him, he's terrified, and everyone always says, oh, well, why is he terrified? It's only one X-Wing. That's like, because as far as the Empire and the rest of the galaxy are concerned, Luke went onto the Death Star. He fought with Darth Vader and the Emperor. The Emperor died, and he was seen limping out of the Death Star with Darth Vader dying, who eventually did die. It's kind of like this whole mystique that Luke is the sort of...
Yeah, the one that defeated the Emperor and Darth Vader.
Whereas the rest of the Republic sort of blew up the means of the Empire's sort of rule. It was Luke who killed their leaders. I forgot what point it was made. Yeah, so it would never come across that Luke was the son of Darth Vader. No one would think.
I know it was mainly just of whether Luke would tell people, but it seems like
I don't think
his yeah.
I don't think.
I feel like the whole message was that actually Anakin was always underneath the surface, and Anakin is his father, not Vader.
Yeah.
And you just always believe that Anakin was in there. Yeah, but I don't know. It just.
They'll have to explain. Hopefully, it explains it.
It's annoying because there's so much potential in the actors, in the writing, and the time, and everything like that, and the stories that they're doing. It's just make it better.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I always say it shouldn't be this hard to make a Star Wars show.
Especially if the issue isn't in the writing and in the actors, but is actually just in the fighting. Like, come on, that's basic. If you're going to make an action movie or a series, the fighting is like a pivotal part of it.
Yeah.
Like, why is it this difficult?
And the thing with this is, it's not like how I felt watching the sequels. Like, the sequels was kind of like, I can see that the likes of Rian Johnson, J.J. Abrams, some of the writers don't particularly like whichever version of Star Wars you want to see. Like, J.J. Abrams quite obviously didn't like the prequels. He was trying to make everything the originals again. Rian Johnson, frankly, I just don't think he liked Star Wars, because the entire film was anti-Star Wars. And then, of course, J.J. Abrams came in again, and everything was just anti-The Last Jedi, and it was kind of like, it was just a big mess of anti-Star Wars nonsense. But Dave Filoni and the team that he has have proven in the past that they love Star Wars. They love characters. Dave Filoni's done speeches on tiny little points that he thinks.
Plo Koon?
Yeah.
Like, who cared about Plo Koon?
Not me. Not until
Clone Wars.
Not to me.
That's like an awesome bit.
That's the bit that I fell in love with Plo Koon. But anyway, that's enough ranting.
Yeah.
Let us
what
know
was your point in that though? Because you kind of.
Which point?
You didn't finish.
Oh yeah, but I can see that Dave Filoni is trying to do something that's almost like homage to Star Wars.
Yeah.
But he's
struggling with what he has.
Not even that, just the little things. Just to get the little things right.
For me, that it's at this point, lightsabers aren't little.
Alright, that's
for
true.
me, like in my personal opinion,
I've been struggling with lightsabers for years.
That's not a little thing.
Yeah.
That. Because I'm not, like, from some people that aren't like us and that aren't big Star Wars fans, if you say, well, what's Star Wars? They're like, oh, just like lightsabers and stuff. You know what I mean? Like, if you look at it from that point of view, that's why they're so important.
Yeah.
And they just can't do it, and it's annoying.
Yeah. I don't understand, because it's not R-rated for someone to lose a limb.
No. I mean, they've been doing it for ages.
They did it in Kenobi as well. The guy got chopped in half. But then, for some reason, because it wasn't meant to happen and it was an accident, the idea that someone would mean to chop someone's arm off is somehow unbearable. It's like, well, no. If someone's watching this show, it's because they know what Star Wars is.
Yeah. It's because they watched Darth Maul get cut in half.
Go back and watch... I'm trying to think, right. So let's go through all the Star Wars films. Phantom Menace. Darth Maul gets cut in half. Qui-Gon Jinn gets stabbed.
Yes.
Attack of the Clones. Obi-Wan gets his leg and his arm chopped. Anakin gets his arm chopped off.
Yes.
Revenge of the Sith. Dooku loses both his
gets
hands.
her back scratched in.
Oh yeah,
that's not quite as visceral, but still.
She gets
bad.
That's right. Revenge of the Sith. Dooku loses both his hands and his head. Grievous gets blown to hell, loses 3 hands. Anakin loses everything
except for his robotic arm, and then gets French fried.
Yep, loses 2 legs and an arm. You know, A New Hope. Obi-Wan gets killed. So Empire Strikes Back. Luke loses his hand.
Yeah, where's the hand?
Return of the Jedi. Vader loses his hand.
And dies.
Like what?
The Emperor gets chucked off the side of like a big building.
I don't understand why is it suddenly so horrible. The mechanical hell of the Death Star.
Chucked into hell. He does, doesn't he?
I don't understand why it's suddenly a bad thing.
He electrocutes Darth Vader.
Yeah.
I'm going on. I'm adding to it. I get what.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Oh, Mace Windu, Revenge of the Sith. He loses a hand as well.
And he gets
unlimited powered.
Yeah, and then he gets chucked out of the window.
Yeah. And Palpatine.
And Order 66.
When
all the Jedi die. Plo Koon gets blown to hell.
Yeah, Plo Koon gets blown to hell, but that's now compared to Aayla Secura. She gets shot in the back, and then they just
keep on going.
Even when she's dead, they're just like, just make sure, boys.
Just in case.
Just make sure, boys.
Just in case.
You know, there's like 30 of them all shooting a dead body. Just make sure, boys.
One of them's in the back going, I think she's. No, just to be sure.
She was French.
Yes.
That was us.
But anyway, your point is that Star Wars
shouldn't be this hard.
Yes. Shame on you, Disney.
Maybe that's something we do.
Let's end it there.
You know how we're rewriting the DCAU? And we're also planning on rewriting the sequels. Maybe we rewrite our own show.
Rewrite our own show?
Yeah, we write our own show.
We write our own show or rewrite?
We write our own show.
I thought you said rewrite. I said
well, we could rewrite some of the shows. Or we could just write our own show. Whichever. Anyway, let us know what you think down in the comments. Don't spoil anything. Like the video, subscribe, ding the bell to be notified when we upload. We upload every day. Anything else you want to say?
Disney's rubbish.
Okay.
Except for Tangled. We like Tangled.
And Hercules. And Lilo and Stitch.
Yes.
And
Hunchback.
And 101 Dalmatians.
Yes.
And Tarzan.
Oh, Tarzan.
Yeah,
we like Tarzan. But you get our point. Disney is rubbish. Except for those things.
Yeah. Moana was good. I enjoyed Moana.
You haven't seen Encanto yet.
No, I haven't.
That's good.
Yeah. Thank you for watching.